Yo YouTube, Gino the Dragon back. And as I said, time for a comic haul video from mycomicshop.com, where if you don't know, just pretty much where I get most of my back issues from that I don't find at shops or conventions. So yeah, so catch a lot of packages from these guys. But first, it's Sunday, but by the time you watch this, I don't know when I'll upload this. But Cowboys just won Battle of Texas versus the Houston Texans, overtime, 20-17. My man Dan Bailey. It was it's a crazy game. The heat up second half, but Cowboys pulled it out. So Cowboys Nation representing. So yeah, sipping a little tea, enjoying the Sunday victory of Dallas Cowboys. Awesome. And we're gonna jump into these comics. I'm opening with my new set of scissors because I lost my other set. I have a habit of every time I get a package, comics or toys, and I open the box if I open it with scissors, I toss the scissors across the room. Why? Don't ask me. But I always lose them, and this time I have yet to find them. So yeah, that's that. And figure I'd do a full unboxing, just in case if you don't know, if you never ordered from there. Just to show you how they package comics. First, you're gonna get a bunch of this stuff I dumped in there, and the packing slip with my full order. One issue that I had ordered, it was Batman 567. They didn't have it in stock, so, or I had it in my cart, but by the time I placed my order, maybe it was already taken. So, but I did order. This is my second order that's coming. That should be here next week, which is, this is orders like, I'm glad I got these books with that order. Hell yeah. You're gonna love those comics. So anyways, that's out of the way. Here it is. Cardboard, tape, bagged up. Secure. Pretty secure, yeah. Cut some tape. Cut some tape, cut some tape. Sip some tea. This episode of Comics and Tea is sponsored by Lipton. Lipton black tea. I like a lot of flavored teas, so like caramel. This one is caramel and it's vanilla caramel. I'm trying it out. I saw it, so I figured I'd check it out. Tape. Tape, and I say I gotta cut this carefully. I don't want to shove my scissors in the books or something. All right, halfway there, people. Hang with me. So yeah, like I said, they package them pretty well. I've never had an issue with damaged books from them, and I found them years ago. I don't even know when. I was just looking for places online to look up certain comics, and I found the site, and I've been rocking with them ever since. I did check out Mile High Comics, but they were way overpriced. It didn't make any sense. So I said no. Alright, so we got comics open. They are in no type of order, so we're just gonna go with what we got. Yeah. So we'll start with DC. Got hopefully he's coming to shout out, right? Batman Streets of Gotham, number 5. Actually, check the angle of this, make sure. Alright, that works. A little closer. So you guys can, so you people can see the books, get a good shot. Yeah. I was going after the first, it's like 9-10 issues of Batman Streets to Gotham. Here's number 6 because Dustin Nguyen drew them. And here's number 7. Number 8. I already had number 4, which is the cover featuring Mr. Zsasz, who I've talked about before. Here's number 9. I actually had 2 copies of that issue, and I had to buy a second one because I forgot what was wrong with my first one, and I got the second one signed by Dustin at a convention earlier this year. And then some older DC stuff, some old Milestone stuff. Got Blood Syndicate number 2. I think I don't know if he just created it or if he actually wrote it too, but he's brought to you by Dwayne McDuffie. Yeah, he wrote it too. Dwayne McDuffie, rest in peace. It's an icon in comics. And here's number 1. Collector's edition, polybagged. Number 3, number 3, Blood Syndicate. Here's number 4. Oh. And then here's number 5. But first, who remembers these old Mortal Kombat ads, old video game ads? I've talked about those before. Prepare yourself. Mortal Kombat, September 1993. Wow, that's a throwback. Sub-Zero, of course, best Mortal Kombat character. And then a little later, for some Cassandra Cain Batman stuff, we have Detective Comics number 734, which is, this is part of her very first storyline. I don't know if this is the first one she suits up, or I don't know what order it was, but I always liked Cass Cain, and I always wanted to read more about her. Also, for any of you longtime Batman fans, if anybody can tell me about No Man's Land, because even before I was looking up this issue, I've seen it before, but I had no idea what it was about. I just know it was like a huge storyline between the Batman books. So if anybody read it and has some opinions, I gladly welcome them. A little later, we got Detective Comics number 845, which is another Dustin Nguyen issue, and Paul Dini. In one of my earlier haul videos from a convention, I think it was C2E2, I found there's a string of like 10 issues that they worked on together from 840 to 849, or maybe it was 850, so 11. But I wanted to find those issues just because Dustin Nguyen, like I said. So that was the last issue that I needed. And there's Streets of Gotham number 3, Streets of Gotham number 2, and number 1 of an all-new monthly series, Batman Streets of Gotham. So I've got that. And then another No Man's Land issue, actually. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, number 120. And for more Cassandra Cain, you got her solo series, Batgirl, which is actually, I did not realize that until a few years ago that was the first like actual solo Batgirl series for all the years that Barbara had been around. Unless, as far as I know, that's the first solo Batgirl series, which is kind of weird. But that can't be right. So there must have been one that I didn't see. But anyways, Batgirl number 5, it's number 4, number 3. And at the time I placed this order, they did not have number 2, but I squeezed it into my second order, or it popped back in shop or in stock, because you can have a want list, and you get like an email notification of when comics come in stock. So I added it to my second order, so that'll be here. And there's number 1, Batgirl. And then switch gears just briefly. Yes, this is for the first time ever. This will not be a majority Marvel haul. Make mine Marvel. But I did manage to squeeze one issue in Avengers number 71. This issue I heard about online. Pim and Janet go to they go to Vegas, and I don't know, just a whole lot of crazy stuff happens. I don't know, something. I haven't flipped through it yet, obviously, but I just been reading and heard it's an interesting issue. So yeah, there's that. And then 2 issues I've been hunting for a while. Back to DC. DC Comics presents 52, week 11, which features Batwoman, who I'm a big fan of. Definitely one of DC's better characters. And her monthly, once the new 52 came out, for a while, her series was easily the best one. And then week 7, which should feature, I forgot. I don't know if it's Renee Montoya. I feel like it was. Something to do with her as a question. Or just her, period. Or maybe it was Batwoman. I don't even remember. I just remember something about a long time ago. I was like, yes, I want that issue just because. So we'll see. And hopefully I'm not wrong. Otherwise, I'll just have the issue for no reason. Now, let's see what we got here. I don't know if the rest of this is okay. So now jumping from Dark Horse or DC to Dark Horse, we have. So I don't know if I mentioned. I read some Hellboy. Among other things, I read the series The Wild Hunt, which is an 8-issue series. Mike Mignola, I think John Arcudi, and Duncan Fegredo, I forgot. They worked on that series, and what I didn't know going into it was that it was an 8-issue series, but it was part of a string of other series, so I'm like, of course, I liked it, and so I figured I might as well go big and go check them all out. The first thing I had to do was find out what series were a part of it. So, yeah. So eventually I found them all, tracked them down. And, yeah, it ended up being like at least seven other miniseries. So, and this is obviously not in order, like I said. But there's Hellboy in Hell. That's number 2. Hellboy, The Third Wish, number 1 of 2. Hellboy the Fury, number 1 of 3. Hellboy the Fury, number 3. And Hellboy the Fury, number 2. My comic shop, you can get your comics bagged and boarded, but they cost, I think it's like, I don't know if it's 25 cents per comic or something, or what. It's something around that. But they will bag and board certain comics above, I don't know, above like a certain price, they'll bag and board them for free. It's not like nothing too expensive though, but it's just something that they do, so that's kind of cool. And Hellboy in Hell, number 5. Hellboy in Hell, number 4. Hellboy in Hell, number 3. Actually, this is pretty cool though, just because I didn't know much about Hellboy, but like that series and a few other things I read, kind of cool. So check it out. You like supernatural stuff and whatnot. Hellboy, Darkness Calls, 6 of 6. Darkness Calls, number 5. Darkness Calls, number 4. Darkness Calls, number 3. And something about Mike Mignola is I like his style, and I'm realizing that I've been able to recognize it kind of randomly. Like just the blacks that he uses and how he uses the shadows is very distinctive. You wouldn't think so, but like if you just look at it, if you read enough of his art for a while, like I've seen like come across covers, I'm like, that's the Mike Mignola cover. That's the way it looks. But I've seen like a Batman cover he did. I was like, yeah, that's his. Darkness Calls, number 2. Darkness Calls #1 of 6. And then briefly jump over to, oh wait, what's this? Oh yeah, I wanted to get this this Skyward Midnight Tiger free comic book day issue from Action Lab. I was reading there. I read the Midnight Tiger #1. I don't know what's up with their publishing. I can't seem to find. I don't know if the other issues came out or not. There's supposed to be at least 3 or 4 issues out already, so I don't know how that's been working. And another switch gears before I go back to Dark Horse. We have, what is this? Oh, I already had #2. Jump over to Zenescope. This is Wonderland, or Grimm's Fairy Tales Wonderland, Clash of Queens. If you watched my Emerald City Comic Con haul, well, not the haul from the con, but one of the shops I visited in Seattle or in Washington was Xanadu Comics, and I found, like I say, whenever I do my comic shop tour, whenever I check a new comic shop, I have to buy something. I buy at least something just to support shops. So, and at that point, I had bought a bunch of new issues anyway, so there wasn't much that I needed. So I ended up buying some buttons and like 1 or 2 back issues. One of those was Clash of Queens, but it was #2. They didn't have #1 in stock. No, they had it in stock, but it wasn't. It was kind of jacked up, so I didn't. I don't like shitty comics in my collection if I can avoid it. So, anyways, I was like, sure, and I'll try out random stuff anytime. So, yeah. So I figured, why not? Whatever looks kind of cool. I looked it up briefly. It kind of has all the like each queen representing one of the card symbols. I forgot what they're called, but it's something I don't even know. There might be some magic sword in there or something. I can't remember. But anyways, there's #4. There's some pretty cool covers. They have a lot of variants too. And #5 and #3. So I have that complete 5-issue miniseries, and I'll probably read that later. Actually, I'm really curious about that. I have there's some other Zenescope series I want to, Robin Hood. But also one thing about Zenescope, which reminds me of Aspen. It's definitely about, like, they love their sexy women. Like, all their covers, like, just have women, like, some crazy poses, like titties bulging out. Just the thing is weird. But I mean, I don't know. That's just how it is. So jump back, finish off Hellboy. Third Wish, #2 of 2. Hellboy the Storm, #3 of 3. 2 of 3. And 1 of 1. And Hellboy the Island, #2 of 2. The Island, #1. And Hellboy in Hell, #6. Now, I have all 7. Like I said, there's at least 7 series that are kind of connected, or they kind of follow along like a overarching story. But there's one issue that did not have in stock. It's Hellboy in Hell, #1. But from the way I gathered, Hellboy in Hell is actually the last of those 7, so I don't have to be in any rush to find it. But I am gonna find it because I want to read I actually want to read it. Yeah. So. And I just want to do one more quick check because I'm filming from a different spot. And I just want to make sure everything was in camera. Is in focus, right? So I need a new camera. Something more high-techy besides my phone. But, yeah, so those are my comics. And I got a bunch of videos coming up. I still have to upload my Daredevil collection video, volume 1. It's filmed. I did them all together. I just didn't upload them at the same time. And I got another haul. I got a toy haul video to show off. So yeah, you click back, look through everything here. Like I said, it's mostly Daredevil, or not Daredevil, Hellboy stuff. So Dark Horse just took Dark Horse's stock in my collection just grew. So definitely looking forward to reading all this Hellboy stuff. I'm sure you can see everything in there. DC issues. And yeah, so it's pretty rare that I have a haul at any point that's not a majority Marvel. Like, I can't even think of any that's ever been that way. DC and Dark Horse. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my little haul there. And if any of you comic fans read Hellboy and read some other stuff that you like, let me know. Let me know what you think, and I'll definitely let you guys know what I think of this whenever I read them. So yeah, thanks for watching. And one more thing I wanted to show, because I talked about it. I commented on it in a video, or on one of my videos to manga comics. It was Supergirl, because he showed, it was his video, because he showed off the comics from Batman, Superman. So I told him I had the poster. So I just wanted to show the poster off really quick. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, this is Gino the Dragon saying peace out. Thanks for watching.